The Xelthar Dominion had conquered hundreds of planets. Their strategy was simple. Drop their genetically engineered warbeasts onto a planet, let them ravage everything, and then march in to claim victory. No species had survived their monstrous creations. When they set their sights on the remote human colony of Nova Terra, they expected the same results. The planet had a population of only 5 million, mostly farmers and miners. No major military installations, no orbital defenses. It was supposed to be easy. The Dominion's grand strategist, Vorkal, ordered the deployment of 500 mutant warbeasts. These creatures were nearly 3 meters tall, covered in bioarmor, with claws that could cut through steel and the ability to regenerate from most wounds. Their mission: kill, destroy, and spread terror. The drop pods rained down on Nova Terra's surface, shaking the ground as they landed in the forests, deserts, and plains. The beasts burst forth, roaring into the night. The invasion had begun. The day one. The hunt begins. Vorkal and his officers watched from orbit, expecting to see the usual chaos: burning cities, desperate distress calls, and the inevitable collapse of resistance. But what they saw was confusing. The human response was not one of fear. It was not even of panic. Instead, they mobilized with surprising speed. The colony's security forces, mostly ex-military personnel, moved with precision, setting up kill zones, bottlenecking the warbeasts, and using overwhelming firepower. Vorkal frowned. These humans, they do not run. By the end of the first day, 78 warbeasts were dead, a far higher number than expected. Day 3, the farmers fight back. By now, it was clear something was wrong. The warbeasts were struggling. The humans were not just fighting, they were hunting. Farmers with old hunting rifles took down smaller beasts with pinpoint accuracy. Miners used explosives to collapse tunnels, trapping warbeasts underground. A distressing report arrived from the Western Plains. A group of warbeasts had attacked a ranch, expecting easy prey. Instead, they encountered Tex Malone, a retired Special Forces operator. With nothing but a shotgun and a bad attitude, he and his farmhands killed 6 beasts before breakfast. A transmission was intercepted from a human leader. "You should have checked our history, Xelthar. We've fought worse. You think this is the first time we've faced monsters? This is just another Tuesday." Day 5. Unexpected resistance. Reports started flooding in from all over Nova Terra. The humans were employing unconventional tactics. They were using traps, luring the warbeasts into dead zones where flamethrowers and explosives finished them off. The warbeasts, designed for raw destruction, were confused. They had never faced prey that fought back so effectively. A battalion of warbeasts attacked a mining outpost only to be met with a series of makeshift napalm bombs. The entire attacking force was reduced to smoldering corpses within minutes. In the frozen northern tundra, warbeasts learned another hard lesson. Humans had patience. A single team of hunters spent days tracking one warbeast, exhausting it before finally taking it down with a carefully orchestrated ambush. Vorkal slammed his fist against the control panel in frustration. They are adapting too quickly. He ordered reinforcements to be sent in, but it was already too late. Day 7. The warbeasts are the prey. The humans had adapted faster than the Dominion thought possible. Hunting parties formed, led by expert trackers and survivalists. They knew their land better than the warbeasts ever could. The predators had become prey. One captured warbeast was dissected by human scientists. Within hours, they found weaknesses in its biology. By the next day, specialized ammunition was being used to exploit those weaknesses. And then, the worst report of all, some humans were capturing the warbeasts alive, taming them, training them, turning them against the Xelthar. Day 10. The tables turn. The Xelthar's communications were in chaos. Desperate distress signals came from surviving warbeasts, some of whom had gone rogue and started attacking their own kind. Others had been tamed by humans and now patrolled human settlements, turning the tide of battle. On the eastern front, a dozen warbeasts were seen retreating from human snipers. In the southern jungles, warbeasts were actively avoiding areas known to be inhabited by human fighters. They had learned that death awaited them in those regions. Vorkal was forced to acknowledge an impossible truth. This was not a planetary conquest. It was an extermination. And the Xelthar were the ones being exterminated. Day 12, Retreat. Vorkal could not believe it. More than 90% of the Warbeasts were dead. The remaining few had either gone rogue or were now under human control. A video feed from Nova Terra's capital showed a horrifying sight. Tex Malone, now wearing makeshift armor made from the corpses of Warbeasts, riding one into battle. The humans had won. With no Warbeasts left to control the battlefield, the Xelthar fleet retreated. They dared not attempt a ground invasion. They had vastly underestimated humanity. As the Dominion ships fled, a final message came from Nova Terra. Next time, bring more beasts. We could use the extra hunting practice. Moral of the story? Never drop mutant war beasts on a human planet.